Oh, yeah.
All right, thanks for coming out.
This is Piffle.
A radio show for nonsense. It's not even a radio show anymore. Why do we still call it a radio show?
Well, it's more of a podcast. You can find it on the internet. That's what a podcast is. Josh, what's the...
Wait, a podcast you can't find on the internet is no longer a podcast. That is now actually a radio show again.
But what is the actual definition of a podcast, Josh? I expect you to know this off the top of your head.
That's not going to happen.
Make something up.
Yeah. Actually, isn't there's multiple copyright lawsuits, trademark lawsuits about this?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because...
Bore us with the details.
I'm not going to do that. Podcast, the definition of a podcast, I don't know, an audio recording you can stream over the internet through an RSS feed.
Cool.
Someone back me up on that?
Anybody else?
No one?
No? Okay, cool.
Half the people here don't don't even know what a podcast is to begin with.
Just a show of hands. This is great for audio listening.
Yeah.
Show of hands. Who listens to podcasts? Oh, wow. Actually, a lot of people. The podcast phenomena?
You want to call it? Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Is really taken off.
Oh, yeah. Boy, have you heard of this podcasting?
This newfangled thing. Josh.
Hey, Noah.
Do you listen to podcasts?
I do.
What do you listen to?
I'll just listen to our show.
Piffle on repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to...
we have a backlog of episodes from Piffle. To find them, go to piffleradio.com, and you'll have hours
of listening pleasure. It's a very different show now because we got lazy and didn't want to write anything anymore. And that's why this is happening right now. But no, actually on that, last show that we did, you were not yet going to America.
And now I have gone.
That's how time works.
We have gone forward in time.
But you were going to renew your American driver's license, your New York driver's license?
Yeah, I mean, we should probably... Did Really? Yeah, that was exciting. No, I should probably preface this by saying I did not go back to America just to renew my New York license.
Don't be embarrassed if you did that.
Okay.
Plenty of people do it.
I spent a lot of money for flights.
Yeah.
To renew my license.
You know what? It would be cheaper than getting a German license.
That's actually kind of true.
Yeah.
It's almost true.
It is true, yeah.
It's true.
Anyway.
You heard it here first.
Did you successfully renew your New York State driving license?
Indeed, I did.
All right.
But we talked about this last time. I was able to do it over the internet. I just needed to retrieve it in the mail, which was sent to our childhood home.
Oh, yes.
In New York. It's good. It's a good-looking license.
Okay.
Was there anything you wanted me to say specifically?
No, I don't know.
They're still using the same photo from when I turned 21. It's a very different Noah.
Last time I got a renewal, I asked them if I could take a new photo because the same thing.
Because of your beard?
No, just because I looked like a 21-year-old idiot.
Oh.
And I didn't want that anymore.
Yeah. I look like a 21-year-old idiot.
And you still do.
Cool. Oh, that's a backhanded compliment.
No, I'm sorry. I meant in the photo. Although, yes, you do.
All right. I wonder if they would allow you to have that beard in a photo nowadays.
Can I tell? I think I actually talked about this on a previous.
Did you?
When I got my Ausweis and when I got my German ID, I brought the photos in. I had biometric photos taken, and the guy at the Amt, he looked at the photo and he literally went, I don't know if this is going to work. Like, I don't know if the computer's going to be able to register this. And
the beard was just too long.
It was just he told me that the computer wouldn't be able to recognize the proportions of my face, which is something my wife tells me all the time.
Yeah. It is true, actually. This is just for you guys, and maybe this is a message to the people out there listening to this on the headphones, that if you come to the show, you get to see some visual things, which is an added bonus. But watch this, guys. Watch this. Holy shit. There's a chin in there, and it's tiny.
That's true.
I've forgotten how small your face really is.
I have a small face, and I also have a. Can I tell you the real reason? Here's the secret, guys. I actually have a really horrible scar on the side of my jaw, and the beard covers it up. You didn't know, and now you do. Now it's pointless.
Yeah. Why do you have the beard now? You can just shave the beard.
I just shave the beard off.
The
That's
illusion
it.
is gone.
5 years of this beard.
Oh, I just hit the mic with my nose.
Why don't you do it again?
Cool. Josh.
Yeah. Anything else exciting happened in America?
No, not at all. Actually, we went to Massachusetts. Me and my wife. She's in the back. Say hi. Say hi. We went to a bar. This is actually not true, but we have in the past tried to get into this bar in her hometown, and I'm only recalling this now because it has to do with licenses. They don't let you in with any other ID other than Massachusetts license.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's absurd.
What a scandal. What a scandal. I thought there was something else you wanted to talk about.
Was there?
We literally went over this 3 times.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do your thing first.
I prompted you.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Guys, this is riveting.
The curtain has been lifted.
So one of the things that happened when we were home is inevitably there's a mini family reunion because we're not back in New York all that often. So when we are, everybody wants to see us. So my aunt and uncle came for a cookout in the old backyard.
You're making it sound real folksy.
It's not. And I learned in conversation with my aunt that...
Our aunt.
Sorry. We are related.
Yes. That is a crux of the story.
That Josh...
Yeah. You don't act like you're revealing something to me. We've gone over the fact that you told me already.
Hold on to your seats. Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
Our last name, Telson, is not our bloodline. It's not our actual...
Explain.
So our grandfather took his stepfather's last name.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So the last name being Telson was not actually his original last name. And us being Telsons is a goddamn hoax.
Now I don't feel so guilty about having 2 girls... Although, you know what? Fuck that. They're going to keep whatever name they want to anyway.
2 daughters? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because, theoretically, they would take on those.
Just before you go ahead, you said, I don't feel so bad about having 2 girls.
Oh, God.
And anybody who doesn't know you might think you're a bit of a Mormon or whatever. Just
is that how they refer to their wives? Yeah, these are my girls.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
And they're from Brooklyn, apparently? I don't know.
The bar's not very high for Mormons, right?
Well,
so they probably do refer to their...
I have to be a little careful because some of my in-laws are Mormons, so...
And how many girls do they have? Sorry, ladies. How many ladies?
Going back to the point of this, I have 2 daughters.
Josh is uncomfortable.
We're going to go visit them in a week and a half.
All right, let's make this supremely uncomfortable.
Good. You know what? Fuck it. They definitely do not listen to this podcast. Anyway, that is. I will admit to being pretty blown away when you told me that earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, and we tried to recreate that magic right here on stage.
It didn't work.
But do you want to know what the name is or was? I don't even know. I'm
what our last name should have been?
Yes.
Sure.
Yellen.
Like, hey, quit yelling at me?
Yeah, I think it's actually spelled YELLIN apostrophe. Yellen. Yeah.
That's too bad. I was hoping it would be YEL. Well, actually, how does Janet Yellen spell her last name? Does anybody know who Janet Yellen is?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, one
good.
guy in the corner, and
how does she spell her name?
YELLEN.
Okay.
I think that's
too bad.
probably
We're not related to the Treasury Secretary, right? That's who that is. Yeah. Oh, God damn it! I've been here for 5 years. I don't care about that anymore.
5 years when?
Oh my God, no. We were just randomly talking about this, but on September 11th will be my 5-year Berlin anniversary.
Cool.
Yeah, good. Glad we brought that up.
Terrible.
Jesus Christ.
Josh, speaking about your daughters,
Yeah?
or should I say your girls?
No, I'm trying to figure out where you're going with
This
this.
is a seamless transition into the thing that we were supposed to...
Oh, you want? Okay, I see what you're trying to do here. I
Flawless.
should have let you do that. That was pretty slick.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I was telling Noah before that my oldest daughter she's literally about to turn 3 next week, and she's totally insane. She's crazy, but she's a really sweet little girl too. But I also discovered last month that she is an incredibly good liar. And I found this out because I pick her up from Kita, I pick her up from daycare, right? And she always wants ice cream. She always asks for fucking ice cream when we're leaving. And usually I'm like, cool dad, you know. I'm like, yeah, let's go get some ice cream.
Cool.
And-
Kreutzberg dad.
Yeah.
Look at that sweet hat, those glasses, and that beard. Oh, and those snap buttons. Damn, Josh, you're cool.
I honestly can't figure out if you're being sarcastic or not. No, you are. Good. Anyway, and whatever. And one of the times that she's asking for ice cream, I say sure. One of the older kids at the Kita, at the daycare, pipes in. He's like, "We already had ice cream today." And this is like a little shithead that I don't really like. And so I asked my daughter, I was like, "Did you have ice cream already today?" And she gives me this like really sad puppy dog eyes and like really hurt. And she's like, "No." And I was like, this fucking shithead is trying to get my daughter in trouble, you know? Like, what an asshole. So I got her ice cream because she didn't have ice cream that day. She told me she didn't have ice cream.
I think we know where this is
Yeah,
going.
well, so this happens a few more times, and then maybe 2 weeks later, she asked for ice cream again, and one of the caretakers happens to be there when she asks, and she's like, "We already had ice cream like a half hour ago." And my daughter, once again, like the perfect exact same puppy dog eyes, like droopy, like quivering lower lip, is like, "No, we didn't." And and the Erzieherin, she's like, "Yeah, we did. We used to." We literally got done washing your hands like 5 minutes ago from the ice cream, and I realized like my daughter is an amazingly good liar.
She's a con artist.
Yeah, she's a total con artist. I'm just like rethinking everything the past 6 months. But it made me think of, because I was thinking about like kids lying, because I had this realization myself a couple years ago, because I always thought like I was a pretty slick liar when I was a kid. And the best example of that is that we had this really horrible music teacher in elementary school. Did you? You had him too.
Yeah.
You had him too. I'm not going
He
to say.
taught me all about embouchure.
I don't know what that is. What?
It's like the way your lips look when you're...
Oh, Noah played trumpet.
Oh, is that what the lips are supposed
I
to
did
look?
not care how my lips looked when I was playing the drums.
That was a cheap joke at a pedophile.
You lost everyone in the room on that joke.
No, it's the how your lips are formed when you blow into a trumpet,
Right. Okay.
not the teacher himself.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm definitely not going to say his name now. We'd have these workbooks, and on the front cover, like the inside front cover of the workbooks, he would tape on this practice sheet where you had to record, like every night you had to practice for a half hour, and then your parents had to sign next to that to verify that you practiced. And I think by the time I was in 3rd or 4th grade, I said, fuck that, I'm not going to practice every night. And I also realized that our dad's signature was super easy to copy.
Please.
So I just started forging my father's signature.
Our
father's signature. For 5 days a week for that entire year, and I was a little nervous at first, but it worked. Like I never got called out on it for 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. 3 or 4 fucking years I did this, and I did not practice at all. I wonder why I'm not good at playing drums. Anyway. And I always thought, like, oh, man, I got away with that. It was fucking great. And a couple years ago, I was cleaning out stuff from my mother's house, and I found my old practice workbook, and I opened up to, like, the top page, which was from sometime in 6th grade. So at this point, I'd had a lot of practice forging my father's signature, and it was still so shitty that, like, immediately I recognized it was not my father's signature. and that it was clearly some 6th grader copying it in. So that like I went back all the way to the beginning and it was even worse. And I realized like clearly my teacher knew that I was forging my father's signature, which...
So why do you think he didn't call you out on it?
I think he was years away from, like 2 years away from retirement at that point.
Didn't want to like...
He didn't, I was like, this is not a hornet's nest I want to stir up. I don't know what I would have done, but anyway. The point of that is, apparently my daughter's a better liar than I am, even now.
I think you suffer from, I don't know what to call it, but like parent lens. Like every parent looks at their own child and like thinks it's the supreme being.
I can tell you this right now. I do not. I do not.
Well, you
my
believe
oldest,
everything she says, apparently.
Well, because I honestly didn't think it was capable for an almost 3-year-old to lie that perfectly. I mean, like I didn't know that was a
That's
capacity.
what I'm saying. You have a parent lens.
Yeah, but it's not shaded by like my daughter's perfect.
If you were to ask
asshole.
anybody who doesn't have children if children will attempt to lie to their parents, they'll say yes. Definitely.
All right.
But
I'll be honest with you. I thought that lying would come after taking a shit in a diaper. Like I thought going to the bathroom on your own comes before like perfect lying.
No.
No? All right.
No. If you think about it, like taking a shit in your diapers or in your pants is like requires some lying. You know, like
what? Lying to yourself that it's not perfectly great to shit in a diaper that someone else has to clean up?
Ostensibly, you ask your daughter, "Did you poop in your pants?"
Right.
And then she'll probably say, "No."
If she's taking a shit in her pants, she definitely says yes.
I think you're coloring this story a little bit.
I guess I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about.
I'm saying she has to lie in order to cover up the fact that she shat herself. And therefore, the lie came before learning how to shit into a toilet. Are we going down a rabbit hole?
I'm so lost. Oh man! Can I tell you actually apropos of that?
Sure.
We've now we're on the cusp of her being out of diapers completely now, and I thought that would be amazing because I've had to change diapers for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
To have her not be in diapers anymore, I thought would be just the greatest thing. And it turns out it is way worse now because I literally have to watch my kid take a shit now. Like that's a new thing in my life.
Why do you have to do that? I don't get it.
Because I need to be there in the bathroom with. I mean, like not.
Do you have a poop chart? Like a check every time she poops?
But she really I guess this is the German part of her. She inspects, like she's checking it out as it's happening. Which means that unless the thing is, if the few times that I've tried to turn my back because it's not something I want to see, she's done awful stuff that has made a mess because I'm not checking up on her. Anyway,
so she is.
I don't want to tell the story. This is not something you all want to. Who's eating right now? I hope someone listening to this podcast is eating right now.
Yeah, good, fun. So no poop charts. All right.
No, what the fuck is a poop chart?
I don't know. I learned about it actually when I was in America. ... No, it's just I guess you mark when your child is learning to go to the bathroom.
How regular they are, or what?
Yeah, I guess so.
What's the point of that?
I don't really know. Actually,
Are you sure it's not like a sticker thing? Like they get a gold star?
No. The context of this is there was a wedding that we went to.
Oh, this is a great context for a poop chart.
I just need to give the full context. There was a wedding, and the bridal party or the wedding party or whoever, people coming for the wedding were rented out a house, and it was like an Airbnb situation. And we went to that house, and I guess, a family lives in that house. They obviously weren't there. They were away on vacation, so we took it for the Airbnb. And on the refrigerator was a poop chart that they just didn't take down. Like one of their kids was keeping a poop chart. And it was like in the kid's handwriting.
Poop chart?
It said poop. And then it was just check marks. This kid was super regular. Or like...
Are you sure it wasn't like an adult?
No, it was like classic, like child handwriting.
I just can't even fathom what the point of that is.
We kind of did some detective work because there was a lot of.
Did you find poop?
Yes. No, there was like a lot of like children's artwork on the kitchen wall, and like you could see they had 3 children. You could see like photos and drawings from all the kids, and like we could figure out who that kid was who had the poop chart, because every like every drawing had like a dog pooping, and it would say poop, and like there was just my wife is nodding in agreement. It's true.
I just found out that I have been incorrectly potty training my daughter.
Yeah, you got to keep a poop chart.
I could have been having drawings with poop on it. That is
keep a poop chart.
Well, okay, now this is interesting to me because my kid is nowhere near being able to draw anything that looks recognizable.
Yeah.
So which means that there's a child there who's learning how to use the bathroom by themselves but can draw very well already.
Yeah, there's a disconnect
There's
there.
a disconnect there.
So part of this story is missing. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to the house.
Just message them on Airbnb and be like, hey, you guys had a poop chart. What's up with that? All right.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, we're going to lead from poop charts into our guests. Great.
Yay.
Yes. So we are also, Noah and I are also members of an improv
Josh,
group.
well, hold on one second.
What?
I just put the beer right next to all the electronics.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Even though I'm literally doing the same thing.
Just wanted to point that out.
Thank you. Noah and I are also part of an improv group called Good Luck Barbara. Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, that's very nice.
Oh, thank you.
And we have been hosting the Comedy Cafe Berlin August Offensive, which is an improv tournament with a bunch of local groups here in Berlin. Although I guess the groups, you guys kind of came together for the tournament in a way.
Hodgepodge, yeah. I would say they formed the groups for the tournament.
It's a collection of improvisers here in Berlin. And last night was the group stage. We had 8 teams up, and 4 of them advanced on to the semifinals that'll happen next week.
That would be the half finals.
Isn't that the same thing as...
Whatever.
Isn't that the same thing? It's the same thing.
As the younger brother, I find it necessary every now and then.
You transliterated from German, didn't you?
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, the point is we have representatives. We have 1 team member from each of the winning teams that'll join us here tonight. So please give a big round of applause. I'm going to call them up on stage here. From the group Grill Talk, we have Matilde Keizer. Yes, keep it going. From the H is silent, Antonia Bear. From Vegetable Product, we have Michele Guido. And I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, from Cunthammer, we have Janina Rook. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Welcome. Look
gang.
at you all up on stage with us.
It's pronounced Cunthammer.
Oh.
It's Nordic.
Oh, I see. Got it. Okay.
You want to say that again, Josh? You want to try again? With a more Nordic accent?
Cunthammer.
Yeah.
No. Cunthammer.
Cunthammer. You're just trying to make me say cunt over and over again.
So was that cunt hammer?
No. Cunt.
Oh, come on.
Cunt hammer. Okay, got it.
I
got
just always
it.
thought it was Kuntamer.
No, cunt hammer.
Cunt.
We're off to a great start. Very good. Cool. You know what? I think what we'd like to do is just ask all of you about the origins of your team names to start. We'll start. Hey, Matilde.
Hey, Josh.
So you guys, where did Grill Talk? Where's that come from?
Well,
But you know what? Sorry, before I was to cut you off, but who else is in Grill Talk?
well, in Grill Talk, there is Trevor Silverstein, who is an American male. And then
Where
there's...
did he go to school?
Yeah.
Did he go? Does he have a master's degree?
He does not, in fact, have a master's degree, which
Interesting.
was an issue with him joining Grill Talk initially,
Oh.
but we had to surpass that
Okay.
due to lack of interest.
And who's the other person?
The other person is Juan Ignacio Sanguinetti, who is not an American male. He does, though, have a master's, I think. So
Yeah, he's studying
Yeah.
his PhD.
yeah, so he's
Why do I know that?
he didn't have any issues with the
Getting in.
getting in.
And where did the team name come from?
That's a difficult question.
Grill Talk.
No. It's Grill Talk.
Grill Talk.
Grill Talk.
Okay. Wow, you guys have really specific
Wow.
ways of pronouncing this.
No, it's not specific. It's just Grill Talk. You know?
No, it's specific.
No. But anyway, besides that, you know, we, how to say, we like meat.
Oh, okay. So grilling.
We like grilling.
Okay. And talking?
And yeah, and you know, once we were just standing over a grill, and I mean, this story is partially true, but really true. And we were in front of a grill, and
So
we
is
were
it really
thinking-
true or partially true?
Yeah, I mean, it's partially really true. So, you know, we're in front of this grill, and we're talking, and we realize, like, talking is improv. Like, we're doing improv. This grill talk is a grill prov. And so we realized we're grill talk.
That
That's
actually
deep.
is a better answer than I thought you guys were doing a play on Girl Talk, the band? Or the
No,
DJ, I guess?
It's grill talk.
Good. Moving on to Antonia.
Just so you,
Yeah.
yeah, in the back of your head, know it.
Got it.
Got it. Good.
It's girl talk.
I think they're trying to psych each other out already for next stage. Even though you're psyching us out, that doesn't work.
I'm like way off my game right
Yeah.
now. Oh, they're high fiving. Damn it. Are we not sure? Are we gonna lose this
happening?
podcast?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Antonia, who else is in your group?
In our group is Alex Pruss. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I didn't.
He's not here to
Yeah.
defend that,
Yeah.
so
It's fine.
Benjamin Salzman,
Mm-hmm.
and as my substitute next week, because I will be on vacation, is Julieta de Gese. Again,
sure.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
yeah.
De Gese.
Wait, you're on vacation next week?
Yeah.
You don't take vacation from improv, Antonia. No, it's fine.
Sorry.
Good. No. And
Where's your devotion to the
where is
craft?
the H is silent? Where does that come from? What's the meaning? Or is it
That's-
the is silent?
Yeah, that's how we did it yesterday. But that's the exciting thing. There's a lot of
Sure.
uncertainty there, so that's our way of psyching out the competition. So
Okay.
It works.
Can I just?
thank you.
Oh, it did work. It did. Work. I was gonna poll the rest of you guys, ladies. Oh no! Wait, what have I done? I was gonna poll the rest of you by asking if you guys got psyched.
You
out.
did it again. You said guys.
Oh, shit.
Is it can we say guys? Has that become
Well,
gender
maybe
neutral enough?
I am. You don't know yet.
No. What would
Yeah, you
be the
didn't ask
appropriate
for
thing?
our- You didn't ask for
fine
preferred pronouns.
With whatever
Wait,
you girls are
what pronoun did we use?
You could say you all.
You all? You're forcing us to be southern about this?
No,
That would be
not y'all.
Y'all.
You
Look,
all.
if I'm gonna say you all in conversation, it's gonna turn into y'all. All right.
Just do it.
All right. Anyway, sorry, Antonia. where did the team?
I had
go?
a question, but
Can we let her answer the question that I've already asked?
sure. Why don't y'all go ahead?
Can I?
Yeah, I've been trying. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, so Julieta came up with the name, and yeah, I think it's kind of because we're an international team. So Julieta's from Argentina, Alex is originally from Russia, an American, Ben and I are from Germany. So we wanted to put that into the title and just, you know, be educational, because in a lot of languages the H is silent. So you could also pronounce it like the aga is silent, to be like Spanish, or, you know, so just you know,
Okay.
being educational as well as entertaining.
In German, is the H silent?
No, it's not.
Okay, so
Sometimes
So
it
half
is.
of your team is wrong.
when is the H silent? Non-German.
Gruntaler Strasse.
All right.
But isn't that a name? All right, you know, we're getting lost in the weeds here. Good. The H is silent. Thanks, Antonia.
Should I do my half over
Why
here?
not? Yeah, for the radio audience.
Michele,
Yes.
you're representing Team Vegetable Product.
Yep.
So why don't you, to follow Josh's suit here, who's on your team?
So my team is made up of myself,
Okay.
Clementine Davies.
Uh-huh. Where's
and
she
then,
Way to interrupt.
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was New Zealand or Australia, actually, because we haven't
Oh,
talked
now
about
I'm
it.
actually not sure myself.
No one
Great.
said
Thanks for
Australia,
bringing this
so-
up, Noah.
And then, yeah, a lot of people are on vacation this month, so we have a substitute. We have David I performed with us last night, and then the rest of the tournament will be Simon Martin.
Okay. Let me just explain. Those teams are allowed to have one substitute, so you are following the rules. That's fine.
Yeah.
How did you come up with...
Noah just needed to clarify that the rules...
I feel like some people
Alles
in the
ist
audience...
immer noch in Ordnung.
No, I just figure some people in the audience might be like, hey, that's not allowed. There's only 3 people allowed on the team. But I don't think anybody's thinking that, actually. Hey, vegetable product. How'd you come up with that name?
So Clementine and David and I were standing together for the first time after we had formed as a team, actually right near the bar at CCB. And we were trying to brainstorm names. And I think one of the first things Clementine said was, how about Moon Cup? And I saw David smile and nod along. And I was like, David, do you even know what a moon cup is? And he was like, no.
Maybe just for people who don't know what a moon cup is, explain what a moon cup is.
So that's part of the story,
Okay,
actually.
don't let me... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I said, it's a menstrual product. And he said, a vegetable product? And then I said, no. And then I explained what it is, where it's this silicone cup that you put in yourself to catch your period blood, and you empty it out at the end of the day. And it's reusable, so it's really good for the environment. So anyway, when we had our first practice with all 4 team members, we had another brainstorming session where we listed all of these possible team names, but I felt really connected to vegetable product, and I just liked the ambiguity of it, and so we just stuck with it.
And for the possible opportunity to tell the story on a podcast? All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That was a true story. Totally true.
Okay, cool. I didn't actually, I wasn't challenging your...
Yeah. I was just responding to the implied challenge.
I'm sorry if I implied
It kind of
challenge.
felt like a direct attack to girl talk, but
You're stirring the pot again here, huh?
yeah, pot's fucking stirred.
Janina!
Hi.
Janina Rook. Did I get it right?
No, it's pronounced cunt hammer.
I cannot go on calling you cunt hammer for the rest of my life.
It's pronounced Rook, actually.
Yeah, sure.
But it's fine, as long as you don't call me Rock. It's
I wouldn't. I would never do that. Rook. So who's on your team?
well, the very funny Caroline Clifford,
Woo!
who's in the audience
She's
tonight.
here.
Say hello.
Hi.
She's from Britain, and then there is Sarah Neer, who's from the US, and me, I'm from Germany.
Cool. And how did you come up with the name Kuntamer?
Well, it's pronounced cunt hammer.
You literally set her up for that, Noah.
You're welcome.
Well, we wanted something very strong, very metal. I don't know. We had right away that image. When we have like a tournament and a cage match, we need something metal. And I think the next thing Caroline just shouted out, the way she is, she said, "Cunt hammer!" And we were like, okay, that's amazing. We had that like in 5 seconds, and then we discussed like for 60 minutes how we would write that word,
It's got a very, very interesting spelling.
Yeah, but you need that when you're like a cool metal group, like Mötley Crüe or whatever.
Yeah. With the just a side note here. As a German, how do you pronounce Motley Crue with the umlaut and the e?
Well,
Mötley.
as I did, Mötley Crüe. I don't know. I don't have the correct spelling in my head right now.
It's C-R-U umlaut e, and the umlaut means e, but they have the e there. So what's going on?
Wouldn't it be Kue?
Okay, I think you pronounce it cunt hammer.
Okay, good answer. It's Motley Cunt Hammer.
No, wouldn't it be Motley Crue Cunt Hammer? Crook Cunt? Never mind.
No, it's just Motley.
Motley Cruntummer.
So how do you actually spell cunhammer?
Well, there is C.
Do you want a definition?
U with a bar and an N and a T and H and A with like this Nordic
dot on top.
how you would say in Nordic you would say "aw," but it's more like I don't know. It's
The little
moon
halo,
on top
the little
there,
halo, yeah.
and then double M and then that E that is crossed out and R.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not complicated. When you say it, it's really simple, even though everyone is fucking it up.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, welcome, guys. Thanks so much for being on the podcast. Give it up for these guys. Girls, ladies, y'all. Give it up for y'all.
What would we say in that context? Give it up for you all?
Give it up for people on stage.
Give it up for the improvisers on stage.
Thank you. That feels much better.
We're crashing and burning here, Josh.
You know what? Really quickly, I'm interested. I mean, I know a little bit from some of you because I've had some of you in my improv classes. But how did you get started in improv, Matilde?
Well, I got started in improv in New York because I was very desperate. And
Desperate for improv?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was desperate for life. And so there was an audition for a multilingual play, and I thought, great, like finally the skill is going to come to use.
What languages do you speak?
So I speak English, Italian, and German. So I go to this audition, and it turns out that this is just an audition for you to join for improv classes. But I was really stupid and desperate, as I said, and let myself definitely be roped into this. So then it turned out that we were auditioning to be part of a multilingual polyglot improv group that also had to pay to do classes.
Oh my God.
And
that sounds like a thing that would definitely happen in New York City.
Yeah. And like it's one of those things that like when it's happening, you're like, I know this is wrong, but like it feels so good. And so you just keep doing it because you're like, yeah, give me more. But then it ended up being pretty good. So I mean, in the end, like the end. So.
All right.
I guess
You're here now.
this is the end right now for me.
It's a great advertisement for people to take improv classes. If you'd like to take improv classes, Josh teaches, and so do I.
Yeah.
Look us up.
Antonia?
Well, I started, I think, just 4 months ago, so I'm pretty much still a baby improviser. I've been doing theatre for a couple of years, and I was aware of like improv as a thing, like the UCB
The concept.
kind of
Okay,
the
yeah.
concept
Yeah.
of improv as a North American improv,
Right.
and like because I was kind of interested, but I didn't quite like the German variation of improv that I had seen on
Go on.
theatre festivals and. So that wasn't really my thing, and then actually Caroline Clifford told me about Hive, and I took Noah's class, and I got.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's the first person we hooked.
No, I just got obsessed with it really quickly, and just.
That's what we do.
It's a cult. Welcome to the cult, guys. I said guys again. Fuck me. Jesus Christ.
The two of you say it all the time.
Oh, we're terrible, Josh.
Well, I don't know.
Actually, this is why I do it. I'm going to blame this on Josh.
Oh, great.
Josh told me it's okay.
I was told it was okay.
Until a talking.
I was told by not that it's whatever. I don't know who's an authority. I don't know.
Until a talking vagina says it's okay, it's not okay.
Wait, but who's a talking
magical.
vagina?
Not all vaginas are women.
Ooh.
Wow.
But all of them are magical.
We are
Wow.
going down such a weird rabbit hole right now. Great.
Oh, you want me to lead this side? Janina.
I mean, I could do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, technically, Michele would be next
sorry,
anyway.
Michele. Janina, you're going to have to wait. Michele.
Okay.
Michele, how'd you get started?
So about 2 years ago, I guess, a friend of mine just suggested that I go check out some local short form courses that were like really informal happening in Berlin, because I was just kind of looking for something new to do and like meet some more people. And I'd always been like a really big consumer of comedy. Like I watched a ton, like all I watch on TV is mostly comedy. So I did that for a little while, but I didn't really stick with it. And so then when there was a Kickstarter for the Comedy Cafe Berlin, I saw that one of the rewards was getting to take one of these Hive improv courses. And so I knew I wanted to force myself to do it. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll back them and choose that as a reward. Because then if I've given this money, I actually paid more than what you usually pay for a course
Fully
out
committed.
of the goodness of my heart. And so then I went, and then I also like really fell in love with it. And so
We're basically using this as an excuse to just plug all the different things that we do.
I'm realizing this now, right? This question is such a setup for like...
I didn't intend for it to be that way, but that's the way it is.
Commercial right now. So, Janina, how much do you love Hive Improv and Comedy Cafe Berlin?
Not at all.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty.
That's
It's
fair.
it's my only chance.
Yeah, it is literally your only opportunity
My
to do
only opportunity for becoming the German Tina Fey or German Amy Poehler I always wanted to be. So, and this is how I got sucked into the cult. Is actually that I looked up how did they do that? How did they become Tina Fey and Amy Poehler? And they all had this amazing improv background. So I flew to New York for a vacation, and then I saw Amy Poehler performing live at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. And yeah, she was amazing.
All right.
And then I came back, and we don't have improv in Germany like that. And so I took classes there at UCB, and I keep on doing that. But I don't have enough money to do that all the time. So I use the cheaper opportunity here in Berlin.
Cheaper monetarily, okay?
We are definitely, that's how we're going to bill ourselves from now on. The cheap Upright Citizens Brigade. Hey, would you like a UCB education? Yeah, come on over to Hive Improv. We got your improv.
It was actually pretty amazing because it finally opened up this community to me that was into comedy and the kind of comedy you have in America and we don't have here in Germany.
You have it now.
Thank you.
Can I just tell you, we were trying to get like a German class going for the style of improv that we teach, and we didn't have enough people to sign up. We had to cancel the workshop. So that's... where's more people like you is all I'm saying.
You're about to say it's my fault?
No!
because Janina and I actually signed up for that, I think. So we're
You-
trying our best
Well,
here.
you did, but Janina didn't.
The class has been canceled.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
class
I know.
is... Sorry, Antonia.
It's fine.
Okay, so
That's
you
weird.
want me to answer something?
No,
I think people don't know yet that kind of
Yeah.
improv is actually making comedy to this new amazing form, or transporting comedy to the 21st century. You know, it's like before it was more like stand-up guys. I don't know, were the main power behind sitcoms or whatever kind of comedy, and I think now that's improv, or American improv. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure. That
Speaking
sounds-
of improv,
Yeah.
should we do a little bit of improv? I'm looking at the audience.
Yeah.
Looking at the audience. Okay, good. We're gonna do it anyway. So,
Yeah. It's really not up to you.
if anybody here hates improv,
Get out
sorry.
of here.
Good. So, should we just get a suggestion? Should we?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that
I think,
instead of what we planned.
Yes. So we're not making improv about my daughter pooping.
Why take that away from ourselves?
Can we yell at anyone? Yell at a word.
Any word.
Tree. Tree? What's anybody make them think of something? Tree. What do you got, Noah?
Well, trees make me think of tree houses.
Oh, this is where I was going to go too.
Our father, Josh, promised us from a very early age. Josh is older than me, so earlier age for me, that he would build us a tree house.
And he was a carpenter. He had no excuse.
He worked with wood. And there's no innuendo there. He actually worked with wood.
He was a carpenter.
And he just never built
He never
built us.
Didn't even attempt. There was never here's a couple of stairs up to this branch. It was just no treehouse.
Our backyard was full of trees,
Yeah.
too. They were perfect trees for tree houses. We had to build our own tree house. And maybe that was what he was trying to get to. Us taking it into our own hands, that we would build our own tree
You
house.
were giving him a lot of credit.
Yeah, well, I was 7. I don't recall how old I was. But that's the point. He never built us a tree house. And we had to build our own tree house. And I remember actually the shit we nailed into the trees had been there for so long. Coming back from college years after we got over the treehouse phase of our lives, there was still shit in trees just randomly thrown there by adolescent kids. I guess you didn't spend as much time in the trees as I did.
I think you and our other brother Ben were way more. I kind of lost the treehouse.
Yeah.
I knew that was not going to happen. I gave up on it.
Josh went back inside and played D&D by himself.
Yes, exactly. That is a thing that I did. Played Dungeons and Dragons by myself.
So you would just randomly nail wood onto the tree because your dad wouldn't build it?
Yeah. I mean, ostensibly, the things that we nailed into the tree were either things to help us get up there or platforms.
Literally, if you could imagine anything sadder than a tree that is not a tree house, it is a tree with a couple of boards nailed to it by children to make it look like it is a tree house.
With a shredded tarp. As well.
Anyway. That reminds me, when I don't know, I must have been stupid, 12, 13 years old, and I got in a big fight with our parents, and I ran out of the house, I was gonna run away, and of course neither of my parents followed me, because they're like, he's not gonna fucking run away, and I didn't. I went across the street, and there's a field in front of our house. I just climbed one of the trees, and I just stayed up there, and an hour later, a long time later, our father finally came out of the house and just started really not trying at all, but going Joshua, and I was so pissed that he was not actually trying to find me at all. And he started walking around a little bit, and he walked around a corner, and I just skulked down the tree and went into the house and just snuck up into my room, and then later on played it off I was in my room the whole time. And I think that just affirmed to my parents that I was an asshole. Anyway. And you guys have tree stories? Tree? No?
Okay.
Nothing?
I lost my cat in a tree. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, I have this cat. She's a real awful bitch. And I feel really bad about it because she was trained to be a bitch by my mother and my father. They were sort of you get to be the best cat ever, and she's not. And so we used to try and take her to the countryside when we would go, but because she was a house cat, she didn't know how to deal with it. So the minute she'd see a tree, she would try and climb on it because I think it was her cat instinct, but she didn't know how to do it. So she would climb the trees and get stuck in them. And then she'd just sit stuck in this tree meowing and meowing and meowing. And my family's approach was to not do anything. So we would just sit and have lunch and watch this cat meow at us and meow at us. Until at one point my mom would climb up with a basket and pick up this cat and take her down. And one day we actually lost her in the trees, and I was so sad, and I was crying, running around this forest barefoot like a real German kid, just going Molly, Molly, and it was devastating. And she was just literally sitting in a tree, couldn't get down.
Yeah. That is how a cat gets lost in a tree. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do some on cat pitch.
Excuse me, sir and madame.
Yes.
I'm very sorry, but there are no cats allowed in the country club. Cannot have
I'm sorry?
cats in it.
Excuse me?
You're not allowed to bring cats into this country club.
This is not just any cat. I hope you recognize that. This is Molly.
Meow.
She's a real bitch.
Okay, that doesn't change anything.
No, being bitchy is sort of a human quality, and I think that qualifies her to be here in this country club. See that?
No, I'm picking up on some of the sassiness coming from the cat.
This is a real sassy cat.
Yes, we've been training her for years now.
This is my wife. This is
Okay, so you're both in on this together.
yeah. We've raised a bitchy cat and a sarcastic dog.
And it's not been easy, let me tell you.
Yeah.
We've gone through some pretty hard times.
You know what? I'll just be totally honest with you. Even if I accept the idea that you have endowed human traits on your animals, they're still animals. You can't bring them into this country club. That is just be, okay.
You're making
and
Molly
that is
very
now
upset.
that is you're making yes, and I don't like upset animals or even worse.
Yeah.
This is a very sophisticated
Well,
country club
I'd like to
with a
just-
very upscale clientele.
You know, you're being very rude and you're persecuting against my cat.
I think we have a case here.
What?
Because we can sue you for discrimination
No.
against female animals.
What? No, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No. Did your cat just give me the sass nod
she
thing? She did that
she
thing that
agreed.
I've seen on.
She's very well read. She's read all the penal code as well.
And
So
she's
you're-
completely up to date with feminist literature, so don't even try to call her.
That's fine. That is totally fine. But
We prefer not to be referred to as guys.
Yes. The whole family.
The whole family does not want to be referred to as guys.
The word "guys" has not left my mouth.
We saw it happen
Yeah, I can
in your
see.
lips.
You look like one of those guys
Who
who
just
could
says
say just guys
guys.
willy-nilly.
You just said "guys."
Yeah, because I'm referring to you as a guy.
Well, okay. We're getting way beyond the point here. The point, even if you have a female cat, it is still a cat, and human law does not apply to your cat.
Look at how he underlined the word female.
No,
Yeah.
well, okay. Well, you emphasize. You were the person who emphasized.
Have you looked under Molly's legs?
No, you've been here literally this entire time that I have.
Exactly. So why are you using that word so strongly to us?
Which word are you referring to?
Female.
You emphasized female.
No. You did. We pointed out that you did.
Okay. Can I just
Yeah,
rewind
yeah.
this back? You were the ones. You referred to her as a bitchy cat.
It's a human trait.
Yeah, that's not a nice human trait. Why
We never
couldn't you-
said that she was nice. We said that she was bitchy, but she still makes her a human.
Do you not allow bitchy humans in here?
Actually, no, we don't.
That's discriminatory.
This is a private country club.
We cut to the courtroom where the discrimination lawsuit is being debated.
Your Honor, I am completely lost as to what kind of courtroom this even is.
This is a feline cat courtroom.
It's a feline cat courtroom? Isn't that redundant?
It is, but we need to drive the point home.
All right.
Can we call to the witness stand Molly the cat, please?
How is that even gonna work?
Meow.
Okay, go on.
We see the lawyers are dressed in cat costumes.
All right, first of all, I did not know I was supposed to bring my lawyer in a cat costume.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't know I was supposed to be in a cat costume.
Okay, I'm going to call this courtroom to order. Can we hear from Molly now?
yes, Judge.
Meow.
And now, Molly, when he said this to you, did he look in any specific place?
All right, I didn't understand anything else she said, but I got the gist of that last part, and that is patently false. Are we gonna take the word of a cat over the word of a human being?
I'm sorry, sir, but you had your say, and now
Wait,
this is...
no, I didn't. What? This is discrimination against human beings.
Yes, and you can take that up with the human person court after we finish at the feline cat court.
The court calls to the witness stand the manager of this
Country.
whatever your name is, sir.
Oh, good. So actually now I do get my say?
Yes, you get to say. Come up to the witness.
Wait a second. Are there 2 judges here?
It's a dual cat feline courtroom.
This is just standard feline cat court
It's just that
proceedings.
one judge is for the felines and the other one's for the cats.
That's
you can't
right.
get it mixed up.
Your lawyer
Please.
really should have prepared you for that.
Put your hand upon this kitty Bible.
Are you serious right now?
Yes, and repeat after me.
Well, no, I am not gonna do that. Okay. I can't roll my R's, so that is not a thing I'll be able to do. Can I just say that I promise to tell the truth?
Sure, we'll let this slide.
All right.
All right.
We cut to Moses and his cat, and when they found the stone with all the
The
thingies
10
on it.
Commandments.
The kitty Bible. Kitty Bible.
All right, kitty, come here. We've got these 15 commandments here. All right. Now let's just see here, all right? Numbers 1 through 10, those make sense to me. Let's look at this last tablet here, all right? Number 11, cats are better than humans. What? that doesn't make any sense. Number 12, cats will rule over humans for eternity. I don't know about this one. All right, you know what? I'm gonna just smash this last tablet. We'll just forget about this. I'm just gonna bring these first 10. I'll just bring these. Oh God! Ow! Okay. You know what? I'll blame that on a burning bush. That's what I'll say. I think that's what I'll have them write down later on. Yep. Good. Just gonna walk down this mountain now.
We cut to Moses at the Red Sea. He's separating the ocean, and he sees in the path, stopping him that he created from the split of the ocean, that cat.
Well, Moses.
You can talk?
Well. I sure can, can't I now, Moses?
Wait, are you gonna preface everything you say with well?
Well,
Oh, no.
we shan't know, shan't we?
We cut back to the courtroom in present day. The judge is repeating the kitty Bible back. Well. Repeat after me.
That whole thing? You want me to repeat the whole thing?
From the beginning.
All right, you know what? I forfeit this case. You guys just, you take the fucking country club.
Another classic case one.
And scene. Good. There we go.
Something like that.
Great. I think we're about out of time.
Yeah, sure are, Josh.
What does that mean? Are we really out of time?
yeah.
We're close. Yeah. We're tight on time. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody, here tonight. If you are in Berlin, please come and join us the next 2 Saturdays. The August Offensive continues. The Saturday. So for those of you in the room with us next Saturday, for those of you listening in 2 days,
This comes out on a Thursday.
this will come out on a Thursday, and in 2 days, the semifinals, or as Noah refers to them, the half finals, will happen, and you'll see the 4 improvisers on stage along with their teams will be competing against each other. It's going to be intense. Who was here for the first for last night's show? Was anyone at the last night's show?
Except for the people on stage.
Then you missed Noah, Chris, and I dressed up as
Guar creatures.
Guar creatures.
Let's just say dressed down.
Dressed down,
mainly.
yeah, we were. I don't know how Chris convinced us to go in our underwear, but we did. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna do something.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, you
Yes,
can.
please.
So, Josh, what do you think will happen, like in 12 years,
Yeah.
when your daughter finds like interest in your work
Yeah.
and finds all the stuff you just talk
I'm
about,
aware-
like about
yeah.
her? How do you feel about that?
I think she'll be all right with it. I mean,
Really?
yeah, no, because I think but she in a few years, like once she starts getting older, she's not gonna really be the subject of my jokes as much anymore. I feel like right now, still get away with it because it's like kid stuff. You know what I mean? Like It's like my mom.
Do whatever you need to do to convince yourself that this is all okay.
On the other hand, it will introduce her to cunt hammer, so that's a plus.
Yeah. What are you going to tell your kids about your first improv group?
Well, my first improv group is called Hotbox.
Oh, that's true. You're absolutely right about
Again,
that.
that
Your
still
second
gives
improv,
you an
yeah.
explanation
Yeah.
to give. I don't know why that's better.
I don't know. I just I mean, I think it would be different if I was talking about like my 12-year-old daughter in the same way that I'm talking about a 3-year-old daughter. I don't know why
Also,
I'm justifying
how-
this. Hey.
How
What?
can you even trust that she's going to tell you the truth of how she feels about
That's
it?
a good point. I guarantee you, she won't. She'll just run up in a tree and hide there for a few hours while I half-heartedly go try and find her.
Just like cats.
There we go.
Bitch cats.
Good. Where was? I was still promoting.
Yeah, so come on back next Saturday, or this Saturday, and the following Saturday to see one of these people here are going to be on the winning team. Isn't that crazy? Who is it going to be?
Oh, it's so intense.
Come see the show. Yeah, let's maybe introduce people. Plug people.
Give it a round of applause for Matilde one more time. Antonia, Michele, Janina.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for
guys.
joining us.
Thanks for being on the podcast.
Thanks for
You can
having
find
me.
us
Thank you.
on the internet. Check out piffleradio.com. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. All that good stuff. Follow us. Tell your friends about the show. Come to our next live recording. Thanks, everybody.